What's good, y'all? So I literally woke up and I started cleaning and everything, and I said, you know what, I want to make a very quick video before I get ready and start my day. I know it's kind of late, but I said let me start my day, and I really want to talk about this topic because if I don't talk about it now, I'll never talk about it. So let's get into it. Let's talk about my life as a passista in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Let's get into it. You gotta go with doing. First, let me get a little bit of light. I had ate some breakfast really quickly, and what's going on with my light, man? All right. So I want to talk a little bit about me being a passista. So if you don't know what a passista is a samba dancer in the samba school community in Brazil. I am a member of Unidos de Padre Miguel. This school is located in Bangu. Bangu is in the west side of Rio, aka Zona Oeste. I have been a passista for that school for the past 2 years. It'll be 3 years this year. And yeah, I've paraded with Unidos de Padre Miguel 2 times as a passista. This year I possibly will not parade due to the whole coronavirus situation and lack of funds. I really possibly cannot go back to Rio this year. Other than that, I'm not doing what I did this year, which was, basically sell myself short and all that other stuff. I'm not doing that again. So with that being said, a lot of people are like, where is your footage of you dancing in Rio? Where is it, right? Guys, I'm going to let you know right now, the secret is I did everything by myself. I did. I didn't have any sponsorships. I didn't have any family. I didn't have anybody helping me. I literally did everything by myself. I set up a lot of these situations by myself. A lot of these schools, I went to Projeto. I basically auditioned. I put myself out there. I went into Rio de Janeiro. I went there and I did that shit by my damn self. Nobody held my hand. Nobody helped me. I remember my first time having a rehearsal at Imperial Serrano. I didn't know that you were supposed to wear like clothing, like, a top, whatchamacallit, like you're supposed to wear like a sexy top and cut off shorts and heels. I didn't know that. I'm thinking I'm going to a rehearsal because they said it's rehearsal, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be working out. I didn't bring any of that. Nobody told me that. I had to learn that all on my own. So a lot of this stuff that I've been doing for the past 2-3 years now, I literally learned on my own, guys. I literally had nobody out there to help me record anything. I didn't have nobody out there to help me pay for costumes or anything like that, or to get ready for ensayo técnico or anything like that. That literally was all me. So when we say, why don't you have footages? Number one, there's many factors that go into that. When I would ask people, it was either one, it was too far. Bangu is a little bit far for your average person. It's not in the tourist district, which is central of Rio de Janeiro. I was literally far as hell. Number two, it was in the favela. A lot of people are afraid to go to the favela. A lot of my friends who happen to be also expats they didn't feel safe going to a favela. And I don't force people to go to favelas. Number three was people was freaking busy. Some of the other people that I knew, they were also passistas, so they did not have time. And on top of that, people just don't really want to go out of their way all the way to Bangu just to record, especially if you're not paying them. So I don't have a lot of footage of me dancing. I don't have a lot of footage of me doing a lot of things. I really wish that I did have a lot of footage, but the more that I've been there, the more that I have been a passista, I've realized that a lot of people there don't got no footage of their damn selves either. Like they don't have no footages of themselves. I think it's a privilege to have footage of yourself, because you're supposed to have, I guess, the love of carnival. You know what I'm saying? The only people that I know that really have footages of themselves are people who have been in the community for extremely long time. They are top passistas, and they have fans that go to the rehearsals and record them and give them footages of themselves. Or two, they are usually expats who can afford to pay a cameraman to go in the rehearsal and take pictures and record them. Or three, you know, I have no idea. Again, I don't know what the other three were. Sorry. I think those are the main two that I could think of. Those are the main two. Number one is if they have fans that go and see them, they record them, or they have friends that come and see them, they record them. Or two, they pay somebody to come take pictures of them and record them. Especially on the Avenida. It's like rare that I hear of people. The only people I know that really have good recordings of themselves are Musas. Those are the only ones that I think that really have recordings of themselves and photos and whole montages and stuff like that. But other people, like your average passista, no. Another thing is, that's when I said I realized that this is beyond me. I'm literally living the life of a local. A lot of them don't have good pictures of themselves. A lot of people don't have videos of themselves. I wish that I could have recorded myself going to rehearsal day by day. I did have one episode, and I'll put it right there. I did have one episode where I did talk about my day-to-day routine and how I was going to rehearsal literally right after I went to work. My daily routine consisted of going to work, which was teaching English, and then right after it would be to go straight to rehearsal. I had rehearsal last year, not this year, 2018 going into 2019. 2018 going into 2019 when I lived there for half of a year. My day-to-day consisted of me going to work and then going to projeto or rehearsal. So projeto I had with pessoas de Zona Oeste, right? Which is people of the West Zone. When I had projeto with them, it was Mondays and Wednesdays. I would go to work Monday through Friday, and then after, on Mondays and Wednesdays, go to projeto. Then I had rehearsal for Salgueiro on Tuesdays. And then I had rehearsal for Salgueiro on Thursdays. And then I had rehearsal for Unidos de Padre Miguel on Friday nights. So every single day I had rehearsal. And every single day I was working. So, I really wish that I could have recorded my day-to-day life, my day-to-day basis out there in both those communities, aka Tijuca or Andaraí, and Bangu, Tijuca or Andaraí as they call it, is Salgueiro. I would say what was very difficult not only was getting people to record, but also the fact that going to Bangu by bus, which is what I used to do because I didn't do Uber, I did transportation, bus and Supervia, was just not safe. The buses that went from Bangu back to Centro at the time when I was living in Santa Teresa in 2018, 2019, the bus that went back down to Candelaria, you know, that bus and 777 always was getting robbed. So it's just not safe. I mean, me personally, I am structured different. I'm built different from a lot of people. I can handle certain things. Other people just cannot. And I just refuse to put certain people in certain situations that I feel like maybe I can't help them or maybe they can't help themselves. So, you know, I just never really wanted to subject anybody to that type of lifestyle or that type of danger, you know? This year I got better footage, because my friends actually were there at Sapucaí on the Avenida. This year, I felt like, wow, finally I got some footage. But like as far as like my day-to-day, that was impossible. I could not do that. I could not do that. Being out there, running around, having somebody follow me with a camera, like doing some type of blog lifestyle type thing out there, that would have been impossible. To get somebody to be out there with me day to day, follow me around with a camera, you know, yeah, it would have been so impossible, guys. It would have been impossible. I never really addressed this, but yeah, my life as a passista in Rio de Janeiro, it was a lot of fun. I say was because, again, I really don't think that I'll be able to go back this year, not with the whole climate of this coronavirus, and on top of that, I kind of need a break. So you know, this year I don't think that will be happening. I think I will be staying in the States this year. However, with, you know, other things, being a passista, there was a lot of rewarding things. And I love Unidos Padre Miguel. That is the school of my heart. I will always be a passista of that school. I will always support that school. That school will always have my support. I feel like it's more family at that school. It's such a family there. I cannot explain it. I love the people at Salguero too. I have great friends in Makulele, but we're talking about being a passista, so Makulele is different from being a passista. That's a dance choreographed ala. So that's why I'm not talking about Salguero right now. But yeah, I loved, and I still love, and I will always love Unidos Padre Miguel. That is the school of my heart. Like, that's what I fell in love with that school, and I will always be a passista of that school. Yeah, other than that, guys, that is the life of a passista. There, you do shows, you go to rehearsal every Friday, or whatever day it is, and you do the feijoadas, and you get dressed up, and you do all these different choreographies, and show your freestyles, etc. to each song that they play. Normally, sometimes at these feijoadas or these shows, they play a lot of like the greatest songs. They play the greatest songs of the samba school, right? And that's where you go out there, you perform, and you get these costumes. You get a good costume once a year, or sometimes probably more than that. But my school specifically, we got a costume like once a year, and it was this costume. And then the year before that, it was this guy. So you have a costume of the year. You know, every year is a different costume for your shows and the performances and stuff like that. It's great. It's so great. I love Unidos Padre Miguel because it's so diverse. Not only do they focus on, like, you know, just being a passista, they have Afro dance. They have so much. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, if you have questions or anything like that, please feel more than, you know, free to drop them in the comments, or any suggestions, anything like that. That's about it, guys. Love y'all, and I will talk to you later. Please stay healthy and safe. Deuces, y'all.